I feel pretty good about how we handled the open date. I feel like we got a lot accomplished and worked them pretty hard early in the week, and they came back, took advantage of the 2 days off, and had a real energetic practice today. So we're obviously playing a good football team. We've won 7 in a row, and they know how to win. They're playing with a lot of confidence. They have a lot of good players on both sides of the football. But the thing that kind of sticks out the most is they play with great effort and toughness every snap. They're very sound, and their plus 11 takeaway margin is kind of representative of how they play. They protect the football on offense, and they prey on mistakes of their opponents, and they capitalize on them. So it's going to be a big step for our team to go down there, and it's important we're ready early so that we got to go out and perform early better than what we did in Athens. And then we got to obviously learn how to finish the game. So we'll see. Big step for the team. We kind of have a routine that we do for all times. So we won't really get our day started probably until lunchtime. We'll eat breakfast and all that, but you know, just kind of lay around. But then there's a little routine you do based on kickoff, and we'll stick to that. I don't think the kick time, you know, it's a big deal for the fans to me, but for the players and the coaches, I mean, you know, you should be ready. There's no excuse for not being ready. I think it's tough for the fans, not, you know, that's what I've expressed that concern since July. We got like 8 teams play after 6 now or 7 in the league.
Their quarterback seems to almost never throw interceptions. Does he do a good job of getting rid of the ball when he's under pressure? Or
well, he manages the game really well, and you know, I think philosophically with what they do on offense, you know, it kind of plays into his hands. So they probably don't ask him, you know, to put himself in. They don't put him in a lot of positions to make bad decisions. Let's put it that way. And then he just waits for somebody to have a breakdown and they hit a big play. But he's a good, accurate thrower. He manages the game really well, and you know, and they're running the ball good.
Talking about State running on the turnovers and trying to get short fields. Not that you wouldn't emphasize it every week, but is it even more important to cut out those big plays and make them earn the lane?
Yeah, I think, you know, they exercise a lot of patience in their game, and we need to do the same thing. You know, they have 4. Their defense is kind of built around 4 senior, really good players. You know, 1 up front, 1 at linebacker, 2 in the perimeter, and that experience shows up. They're good players, and they form kind of the nucleus of their defense. And they have a back who, if you go out there and reach at him and jump at him, and don't bring your hat and feet to the party, he's going to make you hurt. I mean, he broke a lot of tackles against Auburn, had some big plays.
Sir, do you think Mississippi State obviously is not as big a stadium as a lot of places you go in the SEC? Do you think there's a significant home field advantage there?
I think, you know, of course, the cowbells make it a little different. The 55,000 plus the cowbells. And they're all rowdy. They all are. The home field advantage usually occurs when the home team's playing really well and, you know, the visiting team's a little bit on its heels. And you saw it in some of these games on Saturday. So when you go out there and you play well, it diminishes the value of the home field advantage. And we've seen it in our stadium. I mean, when we're playing well and the other team's on its heels a little bit, the home field advantage is huge. But if the home team's not playing well and the other team's really playing well, it's not as a big deal. And I think probably the most important thing is having a good veteran squad who can manage it. And we should, you know, be okay on that. I mean, we were in a pretty hostile environment 2 weeks ago, and we maintained our poise for 4 quarters. Struggled early. That's why we got to do a better job being ready early. You know, we obviously didn't look it.
Their State scuffled a little bit last year. We were around 500. Now they're off to the best start under Mullen, and it's his 4th year. I mean, is there an obvious correlation there that it's 4 years in and he's getting the program done? I mean, is that kind of the model, you think?
Oh, I think every situation's unique. He had a good year his second year. You know, they had a pretty good, I think Sylvester did a good job getting some players in, and then Dan's now got his team how he wants it to look. And so every program's unique. I mean, everybody wants a time frame on everything, and every program's unique. I don't know any other way to say it. But sooner's always better than later. That's for sure.